thrilled to announce that, at my direction, the United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first sixth-generation fighter jet.
$20 billion for Boeing, thanks to a contract for the most advanced aircraft ever. Shareholders are reveling, sending the stock 7% higher, and that's just the beginning. After a series of setbacks, billions of dollars in losses, crises, and strikes, it looks like Boeing is waking up again. Since its stock is still very much hammered, it has a lot of upside potential. But all is not rosy. Boeing won the contract, but at the expense of 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗯, whose stock fell the most in 2 months after the announcement. They continue their decline since the October peak. Which of these two companies has the most potential and is worth paying attention to? A week ago, US President Donald Trump awarded Boeing the contract to build the US Air Force's most advanced fighter jet yet. The company needed it like salt after years of problems, and its shareholders, of course, responded immediately. Since that announcement, the share price has risen 7.44% and has ballooned even higher during the week. The Next Generation Air Dominance Program, as its new name is, will replace Lockheed Martin's F-22 Raptor with a manned aircraft designed to enter combat alongside drones. Trump also announced the name of the new fighter. It will be called the F-47. Interestingly, Trump is the 47th President of the United States. It's a coincidence, judge for yourself. While Boeing's stock soared, shares of rival Lockheed Martin, which did not win the contract, fell significantly. Their value fell 5.8% on Friday on the stock market. It was the biggest one-day drop in LMT stock since the company reported quarterly results at the end of this January. At that time, the price fell 9.3% in one day. Currently, one share is trading below $450 apiece on the stock market. For Boeing, this victory means a significant increase in sales. What is also growing is the number of subscribers to our channel, so join in too, so you don't miss any news and top information from the stock world. For Lockheed, the loss is another blow after it was eliminated from a competition to build a next-generation stealth fighter jet for the Navy, and amid growing Pentagon discontent over delays in upgrading the F-35 fighter. These events have significantly depressed its stock price. Since you are already familiar with the Fair Price Index on 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗋 as the top tool for all investors, you must have noticed that Lockheed Martin is now the top stock in the index due to this share price reduction. According to several sources, Trump has met with Lockheed CEO 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗋 in recent weeks to discuss the F-35. The contract to develop these super-modern aircraft is worth more than $20 billion. A Boeing win means it will produce the fighter and win orders worth hundreds of billions of dollars over the multi-year life of the contract, through maintenance and other costs associated with operations. While the design of the aircraft remains top secret, it is likely to include systems such as stealth technology, advanced sensors, and high-tech engines. Some parts will be created for the first time ever. Compared to the F-22, the F-47 will cost less and be more adaptable to future threats, according to Air Force Chief of Staff General 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗋. The F-47 will also have significantly longer range. You can watch all this news in unparalleled quality and speed right here on Flash News on 𝗕𝗂𝗋𝗋. In the details of a given stock, you will then also find its fair price calculated by DCF and relative rating, as well as all the other information you need for a perfect analysis. So check it out and pick stocks like a pro. What has Boeing been through in recent years, and why this event may be absolutely pivotal for the company? Boeing's commercial operations are struggling as it tries to get production of its best-selling 737 MAX jetliner back on track, while its defense operations are weighed down by failed orders for mid-air refueling tankers, drones, and trainer aircraft. Winning this contract is a significant boost for the company, which has been struggling with cost overruns, delivery delays, and the implementation of other Department of Defense programs. Budget overruns on the KC-46 tanker program have exceeded $7 billion in recent years, while another contract to modernize 2 Air Force One aircraft has created a $2 billion loss for the top 5 U.S. defense contractors. Incidentally, operation of Boeing's new Air Force One transport aircraft, which will carry the U.S. president, will be delayed until 2029 or later. The next generation Air Force One will be delayed because of problems that Boeing's prime contractor attributes to global supply chains and changing project requirements. Boeing's passenger aircraft unit has faced intense scrutiny since a series of crises, including an airborne incident in January 2024 when Alaska Airlines' new 737 MAX 9 aircraft was missing 4 key bolts. In January, Boeing posted an annual loss of $11.8 billion, the largest since 2020, due to problems at its major units, along with the aftermath of a strike that halted production of most of its planes. Finally, let's take a look at how both companies' stocks are doing. Investors will pay $179 per Boeing share on the stock market today. That's the price the company got to thanks to the crash in 2020. Since then, it hasn't been able to get back to previous peaks. So for now, the stock is still locked in a sideways trend between $100 and $280. In contrast, Lockheed Martin's stock was able to get out of the coveted slump quickly. They have even been steadily breaking out to new highs since 2020. But the highest price per share was reached last October at $620. Since then, the price has been falling. It has already written off more than 28% since the peak. After losing the Boeing contract, the stock has again weakened significantly. There's a new video coming out on Monday, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Do you invest in these or similar companies, and what do you think about the future of this sector? Let's discuss it in the comments or directly on 𝗕𝗂𝗶𝗀𝗋. Good luck with your investments.